Good morning. Happy Monday. I am looking forward to today's practice, and I hope you are too. If you have a block, today's class will be using blocks maybe a couple times. So if you don't have a block, grab a book. If you have your block, grab it. It's always good to have two. These are relatively cheap items to own, and I really do recommend them. So let's get started seated. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to today's practice because I'm feeling in my upper back that I need a little attention. So I'm going to go that route. My guess is if you spent time outside gardening this weekend or doing a lot of cooking, things like that, you probably could use something like that as well. So we'll start seated, sitting up tall, and this is where we'll find our breath. I start sitting on blankets to, especially because my body isn't opened up quite yet, so it helps prop the spine up. And we'll just take the hands palms down for a moment and feel the shoulders, notice what they're like. And now shift the attention to the breath, deep breaths. Deep breaths now, or maybe watch the breath. So we go step by step. And then let the breath grow if you haven't already begun. And getting deeper in the breath, longer inhalation, longer exhalation, balancing the two. Our Monday morning practice, it's kind of like setting a precedent for the rest of the week. So in this way we're calming the nerves with these deeper breaths. Let's shift into victorious breath, Ujjayi Pranayama, deep breath in the nose. Open the mouth, fog out. Mouth stays open, fog in. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Now keep breathing like this. Notice if that trunk was able to move with that inhalation. That's when you know that you're allowing a sense of looseness and openness in the body. If it doesn't create that wave-like motion on the inhalation, then you're holding on and you're tightening up, which is the opposite of being loose. So we want to create space in those regions so that we can fully oxygenate the body, so we can provide the right amount of nutrition to the blood, which will feed the organs. So we want to try this again and make sure that that inhale, that looseness is occurring and you can feel it move. So we'll take a deep breath in, fog out, everything expands out, fog in, everything drawing in. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Now we'll start to move the body a little bit. So we're in seated. Let's begin removing, if you need to, removing the blankets or anything like that that you were sitting on. Otherwise, if they help you stay tall, go ahead and stay on them. Let's bring the arms to a T and just begin to circle the shoulders, circle the arms. If this is a little difficult to work with the arms and being seated with ankles crossed, you can sit on the heels, the knees down. Rotate the other way. And let's take a side bend, arms to a T. We'll bend to the right, right hand down, left arm up and over. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, bend left. Inhale, come to center, bring the arms to a T, and then let's take the arms upwards, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Take the hands to the knees. Begin to rotate the trunk. So we'll start by taking it over to the right, to the left, and then center. And just continue like this, loosening up the low back, the side bodies. Beginning our week in a nice gentle way. And then eventually rotating the other way. Once you find center, we'll sit up nice and tall. Let's exercise the eyes today. So we don't do this often, but it's really important to do. So we're just going to keep the eyes open and then take the eyes, look upwards, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down. 2 more. Then bring the eyes to center, close the eyes, let them rest. And be mindful, like how does this feel? What do the eyes feel like? We didn't check in with them before, but you probably are starting to feel sensations there. Open the eyes and then we'll go left, right 5 times. Left, right. Okay, when you bring the eyes to center, close the eyes, give them a break. Let's actually bring the palms together, create some heat. So we're going to go diagonally now, but let's bring the hands to the eyes and feel that warmth. So if you're spending a lot of time on the computer, more than usual, especially in these last few months, remembering the eyes also need some attention. So bring the hands back to the knees, and this time take a diagonal. So eyes go to the top right corner and then bottom left corner. And 5 of those. Coming to center, resting the eyes. Open the eyes, top left corner, bottom right. 5 times. When you're done with that, close the eyes, resting them. Good. Let us recline. So you can find your block or your book or firm blanket. And what we're going to do is have the upper back rest on the block. Now if you don't have any props, that's fine. You can lie on the back and do the same thing. You're just not going to get this back bend here. So we're going to bring the upper back, so it's right between the shoulder blades, and then we're going to take the arms behind. So I'm going to make sure I have enough room because we're going to work with some rotation of the shoulders. This is really important for opening the chest, very good for that, good for strengthening the back and working with the shoulders so that we have a better range of movement. And that's going to improve back bends overall and minimize back ache. So from here, let's let the palms face each other and then turn the palms upwards. Palms face each other, palms up. About 3 more times. You can keep holding onto the head, or you might let go of the head if that feels good. And if you don't have the block, you're just working with the arms. Any prop underneath will help create a little bit of a back bend. Okay, so let's release this. Bring the hands down, press up, and then we're going to fold over the legs. Now we have a few options here. We can bend the knees. We can round the back. If you're open enough, you might keep the legs straight and then keep the back long. But we're going to let go here. So if that means releasing the arms, letting the shoulders round, letting the head go, then let it be. I feel a lot of tension. I'm going to take 3 more deep breaths. And then we're going to rise. Let's do this one more time with the blocks or the block where you're lying down on the back. So this time really paying attention to the shoulder blades. So once you find the upper back resting, take the arms behind, and now notice the shoulder blades. So you can even feel the surrounding muscles on the block as you're rotating, palms up, palms towards each other. So rotating the shoulders and squeezing the surrounding muscles. Couple more, feeling the back broaden and then get more narrow. And then maybe release into this. Relax, arms behind. And we'll start to rise, press up, and fold again. Noticing where you feel tightness. Noticing where you feel looseness. Five more deep breaths. Every exhalation letting go a little bit more than the last time. And we'll start to rise up. We're going to switch over to a child's posture. So You can cross ankles, roll forward. Big toes together, knees can spread apart or they can be closer together. Hips down, lowering the trunk. Everything low. Nice clearing breath. Let's bring some voice in today. So deep breath in. Sighing or singing out. Let's extend the arms forward, palms down, lift the head. About 3 deep breaths just right here, lifting the head. And we'll rise up to a table posture, hands and knees, and move through cat-cow here. So knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Inhale, expand, feel the looseness, the front of the trunk. Exhale, engage. Feel the strength in the front of the trunk. Keep going like this, inhaling. Couple more. And we'll find neutral. Next inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, bring the hand down. Take a few more of these. So each time, every time I do this, especially the first time around, crackling sounds always, really opening the chest. So notice if that is occurring for you. One more time with the left side. And then bringing hands down and then coming to standing on the knees. So you can sit on the heels if you'd like, or you can stay right on the knees. If you need some cushion, blankets, or you can kind of roll over the sides of the mat, you'd be facing forward. You could do one of these. And then we'll go ahead and bring the arms to a T. Now for a moment, let's tune into the shoulder blades. So just go ahead and take this one arm and pull the arm, like you're pulling the arm into the shoulder girdle, and feel the shoulder blade activate and pull in. So I'm going to show from the back what that might be visible. So it's release and draw in, release and draw in. And we're just going to work with one side, maybe do one side 6 times. And then we'll do the other side. It's going to help with the achy upper back. Okay, and then we'll have arms just reaching out away from each other. This is also creating nice muscular tone in the arms. And we're going to go a little deeper by moving the arms. So in the next inhale, lift the arms up and let the palms face each other. On the exhale, bring the arms back to a T. I'm sorry, I said palms face each other. I meant tops of the hands. So inhale, tops of the hands to each other. Exhale, bring the arms to a T, palms down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Take a few more of these. Close the eyes as you're going through this and feel the upper back working with this. The shoulders might get a little tired. Let's take about 5 or 6 more. They're strengthening. I think that was 6. We're going to come back to table posture. Maybe the arms feel a little tired. Just notice that. And this time we're going to thread the needle. So on the next inhale, lift the right arm. And then exhale, thread the right arm through. Come down to the right side of the face. Check in. Maybe you want to take the left arm up and over, wrap it around the back. That's one option. Taking it forward, palm down is another option. You can increase the distance between the knees as well, if that helps you get the face down. Two breaths. Left palm down, inhale, right arm up. Exhale the hand down, switching sides. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, thread through. Check and see which variation feels right. Another deep breath. Right palm down, inhale, left arm up. And then we'll bring the hand down. At this time, either a child's posture or a downward facing dog. So totally your choice. Hips down to heels or hips up towards the sky. About 5 deep breaths. Maybe a nice clearing breath here. We're going to meet in table posture, hands and knees, and then we'll be inhaling and lifting the right leg behind, pressing through the heel. We're going to be here for about 5 or 6 breaths, so see if you want to focus on this or if you can add an element by taking the left arm forward. You can have the palm down, or you can have palm facing out to the right, and that'll get you that kind of rotation that we're looking for today. Next exhale, hand comes down, step the right foot between the hands. You can keep the left knee pretty much where it is. Inhale, rise up. We'll reach the arms upwards. And then sink into the right knee, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Twist. Take the left elbow outside the right knee. Turn to the right. Pull the low belly in. Pull up on the pelvic floor as well. See if you can get a little space to turn into. Take the head and move it left, right. This one might throw you off balance a little bit. It's okay. And then you might take the head and keep turning it to the right. Looking past the right elbow. Inhale, come to center, reach the arms upwards. Sink into the right knee for a moment, and then go ahead and bring the weight into the left knee to come to a seat. So you can sit on the left heel, or you can bring left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Look for length in the spine this time. Earlier we were rounding the back. See if you can keep a little length, and then feel more in the back of the leg rather than in the spine. And let's intentionally remove obstacles in the back of the leg, which we could also label as tension, tightness, stuck energy. And 2 more breaths. Really important part of starting the day is activating the muscles that help us support us against gravity. So the abdominal muscles are really important, the upper back really important. So we're going to work with the belly for a moment. So let's inhale, rise. We're going to plant the left foot and work with one leg at a time. So when you're ready, you can have hands down next to hips. You can have arms forward, upwards, outwards. You can even have hands in. I'm going to keep hands in today. And then lift the right leg. Every exhalation, pull the low belly inwards. So the whole core is really being worked with here. The low back, the side bodies, the front of the trunk, the belly. We'll set the foot down. Let's cross the ankles. Roll forward onto hands and knees. Spinal balance on the left side. So inhaling, left leg up, pressing through the heel. Maybe you focus on this right here. So the leg isn't higher than the back. It's level with the back. Drop the left hip. And then we can inhale, take that right arm forward. Strong breath. This is a very strong posture. Exhale the hand down. Step the left foot between the hands. Right knee can stay where it is. Rise up. Reach the arms up. Sink into the left knee. Palms together. And then we'll go ahead and hook right elbow outside the left knee, turn, twist. Pull the low belly in, pull up on the pelvic floor, and then continue to move the head left, right. So we're staying long in the neck, but we're moving the head left and right. And then maybe turning the head to face the left elbow, gazing past it. And we'll inhale, come to center. Exhale, hands down, bring the bottom down, either sitting on the right heel or right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Flex the left foot, maybe bend the left knee if you're tight there. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, hinging forward. This is a good spot for a strap. If this is a really tight space, you could be all the way up here and just holding a strap. But otherwise, you're holding the leg. And then very intentionally removing obstacles in the back of this left leg. Most important part of that is engaging the breath. So without this deep breath, the body won't even understand what you're trying to do. So this is our way of communicating with it. Another full breath. And we'll inhale, rise, plant the right foot, getting ready to activate the belly. So when you're ready, you're going to lean back a little bit and then lift the left leg. If the body's shaking, just be with it. See if you can breathe through that. If you need to lower the leg, you can. And release. This time we're going to open the feet or open the knees, let the feet face each other. And then fold, release. Let the back round again. Let the shoulder blades separate from each other. Shake the head out and then let it go. You can have arms extended forward. It might help you down a little bit further. You might tuck forearms underneath the lower legs. That might help you go a little lower. You might hold the feet. See if you can get deeper into this. If this is one of those really tight spaces, this is where you create resistance. So you would have hands to the inside of the legs, and this will just give anybody a good release. So you push the arms and legs into each other on the inhale, you push the legs down on the exhale. So if your knees are very high up in relation to the hips when you're seated, you've got a lot of tightness in the spaces that are working here. So then you definitely want to push the legs and arms into each other and then push the legs down on the exhale, letting the legs go and then beginning again. So give that a shot. We're still here. We're going to be here maybe 10 more deep breaths. Couple more breaths. And we'll begin to rise up. We are going to find a back bend again, this time with a block under the sacrum. So this one you can use firm pillows, firm blankets, or books if needed. And we'll find our way to the back. Feet are planted. Just lift the hips up. So we're going to start on the lowest level. So if you're working with a block, you just bring the block right to the sacrum. So it's that bony part between the flesh of the bottom and the low back. So it's not on the low back, so be mindful of that. I often see people take it to the low back. And, you know, that's okay, but we want the tailbone to be a little higher than everything else. And let's just see if we can relax one leg. So extending one leg forward and releasing. And you can have hands to the belly, or you can take the arms behind. We're going to take this leg that's extended and lift it upwards. Lower the leg, once again, foot down. Lift the leg. Lower the leg, and just take a few more of these. So if you're on the back, you know, without the support under the sacrum, this is good. That's okay. Just going to move this leg up and down. And then we'll bring the foot down and have that knee bent so we can work with the other side. So we'll take this left leg and extend it forward. Relax the low back. You might be feeling a little intense there after what we've just done. Going to lift this leg. Just another breath for the first time. And then lower the leg. You can lower and exhale, and then inhale, lift the leg, and continue a few of these. So one more time, lifting the leg, and then we'll bend the knee and plant the foot. Now we're going to go a little higher. So if you don't have something to put under the sacrum, you're going to take a full bridge posture by lifting the hips and maybe interlacing fingers underneath. And then you'll take about 5 breaths and you'll just continue maybe a few rounds of an active bridge posture. Otherwise you have the block under the sacrum. You're going to the second level of the block, or adding some books. Now you might stay right here, or you might go a little higher by taking that third level. I'd like to do this more with 2 blocks, but I'm going to go with the 1 block today, just in case you're only working with 1. Let's see if you've got the support, if you could relax a little bit. Relax the glutes. Relax the hamstrings. Relax the calves. Relax the lower back and the belly. Relax the rib cage, middle of the back. Relax the chest and the upper back. 3 more deep breaths. start to go to the second level. Let the body adjust for a moment. You might take a leg up. Lowering, take the other leg up. Lowering, bring the block to the first level. Oh, it feels so different, doesn't it? And then we'll lower all the way down, releasing the block and coming to the back, rocking a little bit side to side, having knees to chest, arms to knees. As you're taking the knees side to side, move the head side to side. And then we'll plant the feet down and bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Lift the left leg, hold the left leg with the arms, hands around the leg somewhere behind the thigh or in front of the shin to the knee. Flex the right foot, draw the leg in. Deep breaths. Now release the left leg, but bring the right knee directly on top of it and lift the legs back up, holding the furthest knee. You're going to feel a little shift in where you feel the most sensation in the glutes. And now we'll go ahead and bring this left foot down, keep the knees crossed, bring the arms to a T. Drop the knees to the right. So you aren't really lifting the knees first, you're just dropping them to the right. You still feel left foot on the mat. Turn the head to the left. Plant the left foot, drop the knees to the left. Turn the head to the right. And plant the foot and unwind the legs. Now we'll take left ankle on top of right thigh. The knee presses away from the rest of the body. Lift the right leg and hold the right leg. Deep breaths right here. So important to relieve tension in the physical body. I know for me, and I think this is just a general human experience, is that when I feel tension in parts of my body, that affects my mood. And I don't even know that it's because I'm feeling tension in my body. It's a lower part of my consciousness, maybe in the subconscious, and that will tense up my feelings and tense up my thoughts, and it's easier to be snappy when we have that tension. So for the sake of ourselves and others, it's really important to relieve this tension and be a gentler human being to others. Okay, we'll release this leg, but bring the left knee on top of the right. Lift the legs back up, holding the furthest leg. Pulling it in for another breath or so. And we'll set the foot down, but keep the knees crossed, arms to a T. Let the knees drop to the left, turn the head to the right. Plant the foot, drop the knees to the right, head to the left. And plant the foot, unwind the knees, bring the knees in, rock a little side to side. Now see if there's anything else that you would like to do for the body. I'm going to rise and work with my neck for a moment, so you might feel that desire as well. I'll just bring chin to chest and take some circles. So if something else arises for you, go for that. We're going to get ready to rest. So this is our start of for many of us it's the work week. And so I like to encourage you to find a position that feels like you're sleeping in some way. So maybe if you sleep on the back or if you sleep on the side. And going into a full body rest. But giving some support. So making sure that you have, the body in a position where you're not going to undo things. If you sleep funny, don't go in that position. Try to keep the hips level with each other. If you're sleeping on the side, keep the neck elevated. Or just go to your back. Stomach is okay too if you want to relax on your stomach and turn your head to one side. And just make sure you even that out at some point. And then just finding yourself in that position and letting the body get heavy. Now we're going to change the breath. And what we're going to do is put effort in the inhalation, but no effort in the exhalation. So just inhaling and then letting go without pressing the air out yourself. Let the body do it. Inhaling, letting go. Couple more. And then releasing and letting go of the breath completely, requiring no effort to be in this position. Feeling as though you're going into a sweet sleep state, resting completely. before you change anything, before you move, notice the breath. Notice how it moves the body all on its own. We're just going to look within for a moment and notice this sense of gentleness within us, like the gentle nature of your soul. Smiling at that gentleness. And then in that same way, gently deepening the breath, very gently, like you're waking up. You know that you're awake now, your eyes are still closed. You're taking a beautiful breath in. Slow, gentle, easy breath out. Once again. Now waking up as if for the first time today and the first time for this week, and starting to move the body. Maybe coming out of this position. Maybe finding length, finding movement, and then finding your way to seated to seal our practice today. So once you're seated, you can have the hands together, thumbs to the heart center. Close the eyes, and let's set an intention for this week today. So you might go with what we kind of were thinking about through the practice today, which is, intending to making effort towards being gentle towards ourselves and towards others. Maybe you have another intention for the week. Just hold that in your heart for a moment. And we'll seal that with the sound of Om today. So we'll take a deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you. That is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you. Have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And thank you, Miriam and Kelly and Rochelle. Rochelle, I see you popped in as well, so I'm glad you made it. And I miss you. I hope to see you again on a Sunday soon. We were able to practice outside yesterday, and there was no rain all day. And it was supposedly at one point 100% chance of rain at noon that I saw in the forecast, as I had to keep checking through Saturday and Sunday. And then it went to 90% and no rain. I mean, all day. So maybe it rained in some spots, I'm not sure, but it definitely didn't rain by me in Royal Oak. So